Hey, welcome to the Greenroom. With spring in the air, trees and flowers are blooming. As a result, more and more people are traveling outside and going downtown. In this episode, Mary Allison and I decided to figure out what makes Greenville tick by asking the farming community how they take advantage of the city and surrounding area.
I think Greenville is such an interesting community where everyone is so connected and is so willing to meet and talk with each other. And I think that's one of my favorite things about Greenville.
If I had 1 hour in Greenville, I think I would probably just walk up and down the street because I like going for a nice stroll, especially if it's like warm outside, and then just like popping in somewhere that looks interesting to me. So I don't have any like specific places that I would go, but just kind of exploring the entire downtown area is what I want to do in my full hour.
My favorite thing about Greenville is probably the Swamp Rabbit Trail. I love that it comes through Furman's campus and actually connects us to the community of downtown Greenville and Travelers Rest as well. One of my favorite things to do is to run to TR with friends, go to Sidewall, it's my favorite restaurant. And then I'm also involved in a community group through my church, Downtown Presbyterian, and we always walk, bike with the kids to the Falls Park on the Reedy River, and we have picnics and play soccer and go to Spill the Beans and have ice cream. So I guess it's pretty food related as well. Greenville's a great place for restaurants, startups, and I think there's a lot of innovation that's coming around, and I think Greenville's definitely a city of the future, so I love that Furman University is located here.
Not a whole lot about Greenville. Reminds me of home. The weather's kind of similar, but it's colder. I don't think it's very much like Atlanta at all. The bars are kind of similar. Now, just because Greenville is very different than Atlanta, that's not to say I don't love Greenville. I love Greenville a lot. It's a very beautiful city, and I think that we have amazing food here. I like the festivals every Friday in downtown Greenville on Main. I like to go to, where do I like to eat? Oh, I love downtown Travelers Rest, and to go eat in Travelers Rest, to go to Sidewall, go to Farmhouse. I like to hang out with all my friends and do outdoors things. I like to go to White Duck Taco. I like to go like skate around, and I think just it's a beautiful place to hang out. There's a lot of really cool nature nearby, which is really amazing. We don't have that in Atlanta. There's a lot of mountains and waterfalls.
So one of my favorite things, as I said, about Greenville was the Swamp Rabbit Trail, which is really similar to the Beltline in Atlanta. The Beltline in Atlanta actually was the old railroads that they converted into bike paths, walking paths, and that's also really similar to the High Line in New York. I think it's definitely a really cool thing that all cities are doing, kind of to create a new...
The Beltline's cool.
They're talking, so I can't think when they talk.
Repeat what you're saying.
Okay. One of the really cool things that cities are doing are creating new ways to, just unite a city. Greenville isn't to the scale of New York or Atlanta, but I think that the fact that they've already created the Swamp Rabbit Trail is just showing the sustainable and innovation that exists here in the city.
You ready?
Yeah.
So Do you just want me to like just go through everything I said last time?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
Okay, so my first experience going downtown Greenville, I was in the 8th grade, and I went to a concert with a bunch of my friends, and it was my first time going to this place, and it was a ton of fun. It was a really great night, and that's when I first was introduced to the Greenville area. Recently, I go to church downtown once a week at Origins. It meets in the old cigar warehouse, and so I usually will like go to Falls Park afterwards if it's a nice day, and just spend time there with friends and grab lunch. So recently that's something I've done downtown. I love also to go to Falls Park. It's super nice, especially since the weather is doing so well and heating up. It's a great place to just go and spend a weekend afternoon and just relax and just take in the downtown. If I had $25 to spend, which would be a miracle, I would probably blow it all on food. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I would probably either go, I don't know, maybe like kill on an ale house. Like there's NBA playoffs are starting, so I'm already going to be there for some of those. And I would buy a 3-course meal. I'm talking beginning, probably salad, get a burger, dessert, maybe a drink or two. Definitely what I'd spend my $25 on. Is there anything else?
Let me think. What about the hour? If you had an hour.
Oh, okay. If I had an hour to go to downtown Greenville, I love to get my bicycle and ride down the Swamp Rabbit Trail and go to Spill the Beans to get some coffee. It's just a great way to spend time. Like you're riding your bike and you're getting ice cream, which are two of my favorite things to do. And since the weather is so nice, like I really enjoy doing that. That's probably my favorite thing to do. And then usually after I get ice cream, just walk around, look at some of the stores, or just ride my bike around. But that's probably what I would do if I had an hour to just spend time downtown.